Okay, now I want make we quickly touchlight the difference between herbal medication and modern day medication.
Okay. I'll give you two answers. First one, a simple answer.
Okay.
Long time ago, the food where people they chop keep their body healthy. Today, food where they chop, they make we they go find medicine. We can repeat that. The food when our grandparents, great grandparents they chop, the food and medicine they together inside one food. Today, you can't food with the chop. They do wahala to the body, make the body go find
medicine. So you go to chop food, you go to look for doctor. We won't write medicine for you. As you they collect your doctor prescription, they go pharmacy, they go collect medicine on top food where you use your money buy chop.
When medicine becomes a business, in business you must create demand to provide the supply. When medicine becomes a business, medications become a business. You want to make sales, so you must create demand. One way to create demand is to influence policies that allow certain ailments to thrive. Okay, let's come back to your original question. Herbal medicine. Herbs come from nature, from the plants, the trees around us. I mean, you go watch grandma will just go one tree, break the tree, come out the skin, use and begin to chewing stick. Science could analyze that chewing stick. That chewing stick get antibiotic, get antifungal. It gets something when they make calcium, they're strong for teeth. How these native people can't know say this particular tree get medicine for inside the chewing stick. They use them as chewing stick. Because as the Bible says, if you earthly parents know how to give good things to your children, how much more our Father in heaven. Everything we need for this journey, God has given us.
How?
It's all around us. Tell me what you need for the journey. You need water? Spring water day. Many springs. Nigeria, we are blessed with so many springs that give natural water. In my grandma's house in village, you know they drink water from Lagos. And from stream, they must collect water, bring and come house. She get this big clay pot. With them use local clay, make them put water inside. Natural clay absorbs toxins out of the water, absorbs heavy metals out of the water, absorbs bacteria out of the water. It's natural clay. It's a natural filter. At the same time, the natural clay releases some potassium, some calcium, some magnesium, some manganese into the water. That is beneficial to the body.
So no need for supplements.
No need for supplements and no need for
Doctor.
That water filter thing that we buy with plastic.
Doctor, this thing where they talk. If I tell you say not investment, I lie. So who can't deceive us come off from that pattern? Can't go put us for chop and look for doctor. Drink and look for doctor.
I don't know who to point finger. Part of it is us not being in control of our educational system. Part of it is we have adopted the system without questioning a lot in the system. And even when we question a lot in the system, we doubt ourselves. For example, we talk about malaria. Before they bring tablets for malaria, our people in village knew how to deal with malaria. And I've given examples of myself being treated by my grandparents for malaria, for fever and headache. Today, if I tell somebody I want to do that, they will call me primitive. They will call me old-fashioned. They will call me native doctor. That, why am I wasting my time? Go to pharmacy and buy the tablet. So we have been taught or indoctrinated. They don't teach us say, that one we do for pharmacy, now better pass. Anything when Oga when get this color, do. Now better pass Oga when get this color. That's part of our sad indoctrination. But if you look at the reality of things, if you look at health from an angle of longevity, who lives the longest, who has the least health problems? Our grandparents and great-grandparents had less health problems. And the books written by this Oga are very clear that when they came around initially, they were impressed by what they saw in Africa. Go on, you Google, search for Guardian, Benin City. The way they describe Benin City, you'll be amazed. They said Benin was far ahead of them.
Wow.
There were wide roads with street lamps. Street lamps that were made of what? Palm oil. Street lamps that lit up the road burning palm oil. Check this out. Palm oil aroma. Mosquito they like them.
No, sir.
So you had a natural repellent. Compounds arranged urban spaces. Guardian wrote this 1800 and something. Not only Guardian, they are books written by early missionaries.
In the Benin Empire. Yes.
The books written by early missionaries who have been to Kenya, Uganda, Somalia, Ethiopia, Egypt in the early 1900s. And they said if you want to find people who are very healthy, people who get better health, go to the people who have little Western or Igbo influence. People when they chop their native natural food. Those same people, if they now enter Igbo place, chop Igbo food, sickness they enter. There are books written about this. I can give you some books to go and find out. I have some books in my own personal library which I have read.
You go give us, after the show, you go give us, make we get the same, maybe we get some more of the
information sources.
Information where you get, even as small, maybe we use that one, the waka they go.
In some of those books, they make it very clear that you want the healthiest people, even up to today. When you want to do research, you find people who are very healthy. They don't come to Lagos. They don't go to London. They don't go to Washington DC or New York City. They go inside the Amazon forest. Find people who have little to no Western. Because they know that their influence, especially when it comes to food and agriculture, damages the human body, makes us more sickness prone.